So HEX is at a big discount, around 62% discount right now, 61% discount from the all-time high. And so if you've been following this channel, you guys know I've kind of shared my master plan and game plan with you on how we want to put around $100,000 into HEX at around this area of 10 cents to 14 cents. And actually, this might sound a little crazy. I actually had a dream that HEX actually dropped down to 6 cents. And then we bought the dip at 6 cents, which I know some of you might be laughing right now. It kind of sounds crazy. I have dreams about that kind of stuff. And then I also have dreams about buying something that, in theory, right, if it dipped from all-time high of 52 cents down to 6 cents, basically I have dreams about buying things on 87% dips, which to most people that just sounds crazy and it sounds stupid. And most people would be here calling this a shit coin, scam coin, and this and that. But guys, I'm just being real with you. That's literally what I had a dream about recently. And but to kind of execute my vision and plan here, I want to make sure I don't miss out and I at least get some skin in the game. So basically what we're going to do is send over around $30,000 from my trading account. And this is literally just profits from this week here. Actually, I can show you this. Let's see, USD trade account. You can see the last 7 days we made around $39,988, so $40,000 in profits from trading here in the last week. If you go out to 30 days, 90 days, it's the exact same because I just set up this trading account specifically for YouTube videos. So for the first week of trading on our YouTube trading account, $40,000 profit. So we're actually going to go ahead and transfer over 30K of that 40K in profits from this week and put that over into HEX. You know what I mean? This is one of the most, this is one of the things I stress to all my members is, yes, you're going to make money in the market. You can also lose money in the market, right? And so there's no negative that you get from taking profits from your trading account and actually going and investing into things as well, right? And so it's kind of like diversifying your money. I mean, like, what does it hurt you to take some of your profits from the trading week and go put it into something, whether that's in Bitcoin or anything, right? So we're going to go ahead and do this together, and then I'm going to send it over to MetaMask, and then we will get ready to do this. So we need to transfer over 30,500. We'll do with like fees and gas and all that crap. Actually, we'll probably transfer over like another $200. Okay, and by the way, this is also like a little walkthrough on Phemex and how awesome the platform is, right? So, boom, we've got USD now transferred over to our spot wallet. Now what you want to do is when it's in your spot wallet, you want to convert it into BTC. So we're going to get quotation, confirm, and now, boom, we've got half a Bitcoin. And with this half a Bitcoin, we're going to go to the spot trading market. And what you're going to do is you're going to need to sell off your Bitcoin. Okay, so this is actually turning into a walkthrough on how to turn your Bitcoin into HEX from an exchange, right? So you can sell half a Bitcoin right here, sell that. In exchange, we get USDT. And with USDT, okay, we could just sell or we could just send over USDT over to MetaMask. But let's actually check. Is it worth it for us to do that? So let's say if we're exchanging $30,000 of USDT into HEX, we're going to have a $200 fee and 0.5% of slippage. Whereas if we do Ether, let's see, what is that? 6.7 Ether, 6.74 Ether would equal 0.38% slippage with 159 gas fee. So you can see the slippage is a little bit less through the Ether pair, and then the gas cost is. The gas cost is always the same. It changes just based on the network congestion. So what we're going to do is just switch it into Ether, right? So now we're going to buy Ether. We get 6.8 Ether, buy the Ether, and now we can go ahead and send that over to MetaMask. So I'm going to send over this Ether to MetaMask, and then after that, I'm going to show you how to buy HEX through MetaMask and on a decentralized exchange. So let me go ahead. I'm going to press withdraw here. And then I'm going to send that to my address, and we'll come right back after that. Let's do this. So guys, while we wait for that withdrawal to transfer, I want to show you a couple reasons on why we are going to pull the trigger and get some skin in the game on HEX now, even though I think it's going to go lower. Okay, I do think it'll go lower most likely. But why pull the trigger now then if I think it's going to go lower? Well, BTC I thought was going to go lower here. I thought we were going down to 20K for sure. You know what I mean? And so look at this. Let's see. This is a 54% dip if you count the bottom at 29K, or the ultimate bottom was a 55% dip in Bitcoin. So, you could have been like here, you could have been saying, oh, let me just wait for it to dip a little bit more. Once it gets down to 20,000, I'll really get it. And so down to 20,000 would have been a 67% drop, right? So was this 13% that you were worried about? Was that worth missing out on this? Obviously not, right? And so anytime you see something at a 50% plus discount, it's going to be a good deal as long as it actually recovers. And obviously we wouldn't be getting into HEX if we didn't think it was going to recover, right? So, you can penny pinch over, 55% or 67% at the end of the day. It's not going to make the biggest difference once it does recover. Now, obviously, yes, if you can know for a fact, right? For example, from 29,000 down to 20,000, yeah, that's another 30% dip, right? So yeah, if you can nail it, you are going to get a lot more Bitcoin if you can wait and nail the bottom and know that it's going to drop further. But truth is, you're not always going to know how much farther will it drop. You won't always be 100% right. And so that's why it makes sense to, hey, get some now. That way, if it doesn't break lower, you still got some skin in the game for the run-up. Whereas, hey, if it does break lower, perfect, we're ready. And that's actually where we're going to be ready with the majority of the position, right? Oh, down here is where we want to add around 70,000 more, or even actually more than 70,000 into this trade. You see what I mean? So that's how I play it, and that's kind of my reasoning. On top of that, Ether pair with HEX. All right, we can see support is right here at this level in line right now. If you're not understanding what's the significance there, that means it's outperforming Ether when HEX gets down to this green line, right? That's a simple way to put it. So HEX is getting very close to reaching that level, which means if it holds support at this level, well, based on the last 2 times that it held support, it absolutely spiked out higher, which means soon HEX is likely to reverse the cards and actually start outperforming Ether soon if it can hold this level. That's not a guarantee, but this is speculation, and this is just playing off the facts of the past, right? The past has shown us that both times HEX Ether pair got here, HEX just dominated Ether when it came to performance. And so it's a likely scenario that HEX is going to get down here and it's going to start dominating Ether when it comes to returns. So that's the bet there, guys. And we're getting very close, so why not get some skin in the game here when we know it's very close to reaching that support, which oftentimes leads to HEX dominating Ether in terms of price performance. So guys, that's your little breakdown there. We're going to wait for that transfer, and we will make it happen. So let's do this, guys. All right, so once your Ether gets to your MetaMask, there's literally going to be a button right here that says Connect Wallet. You're going to press Connect. You're going to hook up your MetaMask, and it's literally that simple. Okay, so the most important step is obviously just getting the Ether into your MetaMask. After that, you're going to put in ETH right here into HEX. You're going to press Swap, $106 transaction fee. No one likes that, but it's part of the game, guys. So we're going to sign the transaction here. Let's see, $140 gas fee. Like I said, no one likes it, but remember, I mean, you're making thousands, so at the end of the day, $100 gas fee isn't going to hurt you. You just got to accept that, right? So the transaction will be pending, and we should get this right here. HEX is at 0.181 cents. So still expecting it to probably go lower, but I mean, guys, don't be greedy, right? Imagine if you're greedy and didn't buy any Bitcoin down to 30K, right? At least get some skin in the game, you know what I mean? Because at some point it will reverse higher, or else we wouldn't take this bet, right? And then once it reverses and it's at 35, 40 cents, you're going to be wishing you bought back down here somewhere, right? It's not going to matter that much if you bought right here, if you bought right here, right? Because, once you're up here, you're not going to have either of those opportunities. You see what I mean? So, boom, that transaction has now went through. You can see that right here. 171,000 HEX is now ours. Remember, it's not a crash if people aren't doubting the longevity and success of it, right? Like, think, any crash in the history of crashes, right? People probably thought it wasn't going to recover. Like Bitcoin, when it went from $20,000 to $3,000, imagine how many people who thought, oh, it'll never recover, it's bullshit, these crypto scams, all this and that. So remember, if you're not scaring people out, then the crash hasn't done its job yet. And right now, it is scaring people. People are losing faith, and that's exactly when you want to take advantage, is when other people are scared, right? That's when you get the best discounts, and that's when you get the most upside potential with the least amount of downside potential, because what's the downside, right? If everyone already gave up on it, if everyone already doesn't believe in it, well, there's not that much downside, right? I mean, maybe you lose a few more people who don't believe in it. You see what I mean? So those are the opportunities you want to take advantage of, and that's why I'm doing this here with you guys. So if I lose money, you see that. But at the end of the day, right, this channel is built on integrity, or no, not integrity, transparency. You know what I mean? And showing you guys wins and losses, and showing you legitimately everything, right? And so, you know, what you should know about my plan is, like I said, I expect it to probably dip lower, right? So that doesn't mean I'm panicking. As a matter of fact, that means I'm going to buy more if it dips lower. You see what I mean? So we've got our skin in the game, and we're going to get our real game on if the game really turns on. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, make sure you're subscribed. I don't think there's anybody else showing you transparently like this. And so if you want more transparent breakdowns, videos, analysis, plays, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Let's go HEX, because at some point we will go higher. Alright guys, bye.